Hey, what's going on, folks? My name is Lenegoth, and today I wanted to take a quick look, or a first look, at Spellbreak. So this is a new, I'm gonna call it RPG Battle Royale that came out for PC, Xbox One, PS4, and the Switch, and it is crossplay. I didn't see anything that it wasn't crossplay for any particular platform, so I'm gonna assume it's crossplay for all of the platforms. Anyways, so this is the first time I even launched the game. I am recording over the gameplay that I recorded, just FYI. So here I am. Basically, this is where you start. This is a tutorial. I believe you're asked if you already had an account. I guess if you already have an account, then you're just gonna log in, and then you'll probably skip this, though there may be a way to replay this. Anyways. So you're kind of being guided by someone, and you have your typical WASD movement with your mouse. So I just followed the marker, and basically this is where I'm at now. Step 1 of 9 complete, and I'm automatically taken to a new place, I guess, to continue the tutorial. You can jump, of course, and you can levitate. So that's the levitation effect. You can press down. Of course, it's not infinite, and you can disable it. I don't know why you want to disable that, but so hold to levitate, and that's how that works. Step 2 of 9 complete. Automatically taken to the next area. Okay, so this is how you attack. You have gauntlets, and each gauntlet grants a spell with the left click and a sorcery with Q. So here's attacking. There's a resource under your crosshair. As you attack, of course, that depletes, and if it depletes completely, then there's like a 2-second delay before you can start attacking again. So this is attacking with a sorcery skill, which again is bound to Q. This one has a fairly long delay of 12 seconds. The lady just reset it for me so that I could attack again. Maybe I didn't do it right, I guess. But yeah, again, 13 seconds cooldown, and that's the fire gauntlet. There are others. Okay, so here is a toxic gauntlet, and you equip it with F. So this will be your alternate gauntlet, and you can combine the effects of the gauntlets. The normal skill for the second gauntlet is with your right click, and the sorcery is bound to E. You can change these keybinds. I know I changed at least one, but we'll see that later. So the sorcery is like a gas cloud, and attacking that gas cloud with your normal fire spell kind of makes an explosion, so to speak, I guess. And so here is our introduction to runes. This is the Wolf's Blood rune, which allows you to see enemies behind walls. A lot of other games that have this, so I imagine, yeah, that they also included this. Pretty cool though. So here's our introduction to talents. This is basically a tiered system of boosted effects or boosted stats, I guess. So there's the Scroll of Mind, which gives you more power. I guess there are three levels based on the icons on the lower right. This is the Spirit talent, which makes you attack faster. And then there's the next one is the, what's it called again? Scroll of the Spirit, which makes you run faster. Again, there are tiers or levels to them, so the higher the tier or level, the better. As you kill enemies, they will drop these talents, or I guess they can also drop equipment, probably. And now this is the introduction to equipment, which will also increase your skills. They also come in tiers, and of course the higher the tier, the better the boost they provide. So here we're gonna get whacked a little bit just to see the effects of consuming items like potions. There are armor pieces that you can collect too, which of course grant you some armor, as I'm gonna do now. And these consumables are bound to keys 1 through 4, although I guess you can select them, and whichever one you have selected, you can also press Z to activate that one. Talking a little bit about squads and the emote system. So here I'm gonna revive friendly NPC, just normal stuff. It'll take a couple seconds for you to revive them, and if you don't revive them in a set amount of time, don't know what that time is yet, but if you don't, then they will disappear. They will no longer be resurrectable. Here's the map, and we're being taken to an actual battleground, a practice battleground. So here I am in the practice battleground with NPCs that don't move, just targets for you. I did switch my poison gauntlet for an electric one, and I just used it a little bit. There are a bunch of runes in here. I'm gonna check them out later. So here are the effects of the electric gauntlet. You can kind of cancel your attack if you are like pressing left click. You can press while holding left click. You can press right click to cancel out your other attack. So let's try out a few new gauntlets. I now have the fire one and I have the earth one. So that's the earth skill. It kind of passes through enemies. So that was the spell, and this is the sorcery attack, which is basically just a big boulder that you launch towards your enemies. Checked already the toxic one. I said poison last time. This is interesting though. It's kind of a shotgun basically, because there's a spread to it. So if you're far away from your enemy, you deal low amount of damage. But if you get up close, it's like all the little orbs hit the enemy, and so like the effect accumulates, I guess. So pretty nice to fire up close. So here's the frost, and this is basically your sniper, basically just with spells. So the normal attack is sniper, and the sorcery attack is sort of a freeze attack. The wind one is, of course, as you would have guessed, it's just a speedy attack one. Just gonna need you can keep holding the button, and you're just gonna keep shooting kind of wind arcs, I guess. And then the sorcery skill is tornado, which I believe groups up enemies. Like any enemies that are caught in a tornado, they're gonna be kind of grouped together and immobilized probably for a couple seconds. And if you attack with a fire spell, then basically that tornado kind of turns into a fiery tornado, which not only does what I mentioned a moment ago, but also damages enemies. And finally we have the lightning gauntlet, which I had used a moment ago. And you actually can keep pressing down the attack, and it'll just keep attacking. In this case with lightning. The sorcery is sort of like a lightning storm, which immobilizes the target for look like a minute, not a minute, a second or a second and a half probably. So now we're checking out the runes, and the first one is the teleportation rune, and I'm wondering how far I can go with it. And it looks like I can actually go pretty far. That'll be a nice escape, nice escape route if I need one, and I will need it. Now we're taking a look at the Wolf's Blood rune. This is the one that's that you see in the first tutorial. So again, you can see right through walls. So that'll come in handy for sure. And now here is the Flight rune. And I didn't know how to use it, so I definitely used it wrong. Thought it was some sort of levitation thing, but it's not. So this is funny. Just shows my skill. I want to go high just to try it out again, and of course I just can't land on that pole. I mean I did. Okay, well, here we go. This should be enough. And so yeah, this is the flight rune. This is, I guess, how you should use this. Gives you a nice flight effect, and I think it lasts quite a nice chunk of time. And this is the Spring Step rune, which I'll be honest, I tried it a couple times. I still can't figure out exactly how it's supposed to be used. I mean, it's just a quick jump. I can jump, in fact, I can levitate, which is probably better. In the midst of battle, though, I don't know. It doesn't look like it hurts enemies. So again, I'm not sure. I still haven't played at this point in time. I haven't played with actual players, so it'll be interesting to see how other people are using this. Actually, I know how they will use it. They will use it the right way, unlike me. So yeah, we'll see. And here is the Featherfall rune, and this is definitely one that gives you some sort of levitation effect, like real levitation for a while. And it's the first time I used it. You first kind of jump higher, or like boost your current jump if you're already jumping. So I want to take a look and just experiment to see how far you can maintain the levitation effect with your normal levitation. And turns out you can keep it for quite a while. Although, like, if anybody sees you, and people will see you, you're just gonna be a target, because you have nothing protecting you from attack. So you're just a target out there, I guess. And then the next one is the dash, which, as you could imagine, you just dash. And I thought it was gonna be a longer dash. It's not, and maybe it makes sense. The cooldown is, I believe, shorter than the teleportation rune, so this you can use it more often. But yeah, you just dash forward a couple meters. And finally, the invisibility rune gives you a nice invisibility effect for 6 seconds or so, and then it has about an 8 seconds cooldown timer on it. And that's it for this first look into Spellbreak. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.